Okay, hello, my fellow FOAs. So they have finally dropped their sound bomb stage for Rendezvous. I am curious, like, why it took them so long, I guess, to jump on the like bandwagon with inviting them to like things. I guess they didn't realize how popular they got it until after the fact. But I'm still glad nonetheless to see them go on sound bomb because again, and also, happy for the FOAs who got to go to the event because again, it's a whole different experience, I would say, getting to hear it that close and live, and also that like with the members like walking around, because if I'm not mistaken, I think it should also be the same setup, but recently they did change up how the stage looks like. I think I watched it in I believe it was Cordis that I first watched it for, and then Anteam is the first one I noticed, and Cordis recently for their comebacks. That before they didn't have like the stage that would go like when there's like the circle one in the middle, right? If you guys have watched Soundbomb before, and then it immediately goes down to like the ground floor where the seats are at for everyone sitting. But now they actually added like a bridge that kind of goes like in between those sections. So like there's like a section like near the stage, and then there's like a section behind, or like a couple seats behind. So it kind of goes through there and through like the center of it. So they don't really have to like get down, and like it's also like a precaution so they don't get hurt, and they can still like interact with fans but make it more easier. So I am excited to see if that's what they had for this one as well. But yeah, we are gonna go ahead and watch. I am wearing my earbuds because I wanted to hear this more but like closely as it says recommended to, but we're just gonna go ahead and watch, y'all. I knew his hair was faded out. Woo! Also with the light sticks! Ooh! Also crazy that I'm pretty sure I remember them saying that they were actually all actively, or not a good chunk of them were sick while they were doing this. So I'm just like, and they sound that great? Like, that's insane. Cute. It's a full house too.
오, 생각보다 되게
They're like, oh,
안녕하세요.
it's a lot closer for sure.
다른 느낌이다.
맞아 맞아.
우와. 야.
갑자기 떨려졌어요.
저희 인사드리겠습니다. 둘, 셋. 안녕하세요. 아홉입니다.
와우.
드디어 아홉이 사운드 밤 360에 나왔는데요.
여러분도 아시다시피 저희가 또 SBS의 아들들이잖아요.
그럼요.
그래서 사운드밤 360이 좀 더 특별하게 느껴지는 것 같습니다.
근데 듣던대로 보아 자리가 엄청 가까이인데요.
진짜
너무 좋죠?
손 뻗으면 다
약간 느낌은 보아랑 무대 위에 있는 것 같아요. 같이 있는 것 같아요. 그래서
우리 숨소리도 다 들릴 것 같아.
그래서 오늘 저희가 이제 아홉 첫 사운드밤 360에서 준비해드린 곡은 그곳에서 다시 만나기로 해랑
Did they do Pinocchio? Oh, they did both of them. I thought it was just Rendezvous, but okay. But it's gonna be just Rendezvous for this one, and then
라이브로 하는
because Soundbomb has they be doing this where like they do one performance, and then you have to wait like another couple of days or another week for the next one. So I don't know if it's gonna be all. It's 8 minutes, so I'm assuming maybe it's both songs, unless they decided to do an encore later on, because they always do. Sometimes they do encores too. So I'm just thinking about that in head.
너무 떨려.
그 마지막 그 앵커 했을 때
어?
완전 약간 똑같은 느낌인 것 같아요. 비슷한 느낌인 것 같아요.
1위 받았을 때.
Yeah.
맞아, 이렇게 포아가 너무 가까이 있으니까 긴장하지만 포아의 응원법 있으면 저희 잘할 수 있을 것 같아서 응원법 필요합니다.
귀여워.
그럼 한번 해볼까요?
그러면
So nervous.
Cute. I like how Chun's hair washed out though, like into like a gray or like an ashy like smoke. Like I guess you could call it the color. I wonder if are they gonna actually do choreo, or are they just gonna do the? Ooh, okay. Ah, cute. I love how they did this. Wait. Ooh. I was not expecting them to do choreo. Woo! Woo! He changed it out. Ooh. Oh, they took out the backtracking of that part. That part, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hey, cute. Oh, come on, ad libs. Oh, cute! What is this? That them doing like that, like ballroom kind of like dancing, like. Come on, the ad libs though, we love that. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, come on, little variation there. Ooh! Hey! Hold me back, lost in a dream and falling fast. What was that? A cute! Oh, they did it at an angle instead. Okay, interesting. I wonder if they're gonna change outfits for Pinocchio. Are they gonna do the same? Because sometimes they do an outfit change.
여러분.
어땠어요?
잘 들려요? 아까 저희 매니저님들이 겁을 주셨어요. 너무 잘 들린다고. 하나하나 엄청 신경 쓰면서 불렀습니다.
Yeah, because it's like very clear.
근데 리허설 몇 번 많이 해봤는데 긴장 안 할 줄 알았는데 막상 하니까 너무 긴장돼서 당황했었던 것 같아요.
저도 손이 막 떨리더라고요.
근데 음원이랑 다를 게 별로 없죠?
야, 무슨 소리야?
안 돼요, 형.
Yeah, you can't do that.
죄송합니다. 아 그래도 잘했어.
I was gonna say it sounded better, but
그런 것 같아.
he's just fishing for compliments there, you know?
다음 곡은 피노키오인데 피노키오는 알고 있죠, 다들?
아니, 피노키오는 여기 써져 있어요. 그 공방판에.
아, 공방.
Someone wrote it like a.
기대할게요. 와우. 후배로 더 커지겠죠?
I feel like it's gonna be a second part. Oh, they did change outfits. Okay. Ooh, okay. 잠깐만! I'm sorry. Wait, was he laughing? I'm sorry. I caught that on the corner of my eye. Wait. We're here. Ah, yeah. Ooh. Oh, it is the second part. Okay, yeah. Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Oh, I should have waited then and done them together. It's okay. Wow, that was longer for like an 8-minute video though. Okay, but yeah, that was them doing Rendezvous. I'm really excited to hear Pinocchio. I was not expecting them to do choreo, even though some groups have done choreo, but since it's a small like circular stage, it does make it a lot harder. But I am impressed with how they kind of decided, oh, like since it is gonna be a circular stage, we should do it where the camera person and make it kind of makes it easier for the camera person for them to be in the center, and then they're facing inwards instead of facing outwards, which I'm like, no, honestly, like it's again easier for the camera person for sure, but I feel like it's harder for that part of it for the fans to get to see like their faces, like at least for that section. Like I know it probably would have been harder if they had faced outwards instead, because they all actively need like their own spacing to still do some of the choreo, and I think it wouldn't have been enough room for the camera person to go around, and it's a lot harder because then they had to be running around essentially the stage instead of being in the center and being able to just like switch around the camera when they need to. So that was my only one thing that I was like, oh, I wish they would have done that a little bit different. But I'm still really impressed that they decided that they were going to do a little bit of the choreo, because again, it is harder with a circular stage and having so limited space, especially when you have 9 members. It's very difficult. Again, I don't think I've because Anteam also has 9 members. I have seen them do a little bit of choreo for theirs, but again, like AHOF did, like they didn't go full on out. They did like a little bit of marking here and there, where it's like so they won't like overexert themselves, because again, they don't want anyone falling off of the stage. But I will say that I didn't see them have that extra. But again, we didn't get to see that angle of it, so I don't know if there was the extra like little semicircle of like walkway, like a walk runway for them to like, I don't know if they didn't know or maybe they haven't added it in at this point, but I would have loved to see them like get to do that and like interact. But again, they might have like like an encore video. I'm just saying, because like I have seen other groups do have like an encore, but it just depends. But if they do have one after the Pinocchio one drops, I would love to see them kind of get to interact a little bit more with the fans and doing that and getting to walk around. But again, it is a little bit more risky, and especially it is a little bit harder with 9 members to like kind of keep them all together in that aspect. But yeah, I'm overall really impressed. Again, no surprises with the vocals. They did great. I like how they kind of changed it up even more so, where like some of the notes for the ad-libs or some of the notes for like how they usually end the song, or like certain words, they went a little bit higher in a key instead of going a little bit lower, because I think Steven went a little bit not as high as he usually does for like his rap part. He was a little bit more not as like fierce, I would say. He kind of toned it down a bit. I was like, oh, I was surprised with that. And then again, some of the ad-libs that like JL and Han did, again, Han, you could tell like he was going higher in a key, I would say, than what he normally does for parts of it. And same thing with or he kind of just changed it a little bit, like the flow of like the melody of the way he said the word or sang it. Same thing with JL. But everyone sounded great. Everyone, like, literally, I'm surprised that they were saying that they were all actively sick, because honestly, like, I wouldn't even be able to tell. But again, they probably did also do a little bit of changes here and there to make up for that fact, so they don't either get damage their voices more, or like so they don't get more sick or strain their vocals more, or it could have been also that they don't it makes it less likely for like if they do have like a throat thing going on, that they wouldn't crack if they went originally how it's supposed to be. But also maybe because they have done this song so many times at this point, it could be also that they just wanted to change it up and make it a little bit more fun and leave you like, oh, wait a minute, like they changed that up, like, and see if you spot those differences. Again, since I have seen them perform it so many times, I can a little bit tell here and there what they end up changing. Not all the time, but there are certain things that I can pick up pretty quickly with that. So I'm like, oh, like I said, there was like little differences that I noticed. And again, really surprised with how they ended up making use of how the stage is circular and to do the choreo that way instead. And I am really excited to see how they end up doing Pinocchio as well in that type of stage. And again, if they do get to use like the runway, I would be really excited to see them do that too, because I know a lot of the FOAs would be freaking out for sure if they got that close to them. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was definitely well worth the wait. Luckily and hopefully this means whenever they do have their comeback that they get invited again and they get to come back to Soundbomb, because I really love hearing the members like vocals live. You know, even though we do get to hear it for like, again, like they said, for the encores whenever they do win. But I think it makes it a little bit more special in this aspect, because it's not only because, you know, whenever they perform on music shows, it is like a mixture of like different fan bases. It's not just, you know, solely like FOAs. So here it's like just people like FOAs that are definitely like, you know, obviously here for the group. So I think it makes it that much more special to kind of interact and connect with the fans that way and give them a chance to, you know, really be like, again, because they are FOAs, they get to, I think they would appreciate it more. You know what I mean? If that makes sense? Because, you know, sometimes not all fan bases or fandoms like are actively like supportive of others, or they just kind of like, oh, they do enjoy it. But I think it makes it more special having like the fandom and it be solely the fandom in this room with them and getting to, you know, treasure it and enjoy the moment more. And I really like that they looked like they were having fun. Of course, there was a little moments where they were a little bit, you could tell, like they said, they were a little bit nervous, which again is completely normal because this is a different setting. They are a lot more worried about if their voices are going to crack, if it's going to sound good. Because again, people judge really hard, like harshly, I would say, when it comes to like vocals. And then since this is a show and solely based on showcasing your live vocals, it does make it a little bit more nerve-wracking. But hopefully by the time they get to Pinocchio, whenever they get to Pinocchio, we'll see if they relax a little bit, or by the time they do a second time coming back on to Soundbomb for like another comeback, that worry will kind of fade away, and hopefully they will be in better health circumstances as well, because I don't like to see, you know, members kind of worry about themselves and like kind of criticize themselves again because out of something that's out of their control when it comes to like, you know, their health, you know. So but like I said, overall they did really great. I am really proud of them. I'm sure everyone really enjoyed it, because again, like nothing beats hearing the artist that you love live, especially like with that close of a proximity. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video and I shall see you for the Pinocchio stage.